Holy fucking Jesus. Alright. We're here. We're holding. I'll try to post a couple pictures on Instagram, but holy fuck. There's a lot of action going on. The drillers are down at the pit. They just blew a fucking bunch of shit up. And the fucking, if you thought the action was fucking thick before, it's fucking getting thicker every fucking second, baby. The guys that we're building this road for are now here and using it. And we're still fucking building it. So, shit's getting fucking heavy. We're holding right now. We got some water issues. We got some loaders that are unloading a bunch of fucking trucks. You know, they're the same loaders that load us, so we're just holding. And I got to watch some of Gary's Grails. Hey, shout out to Skybottom Station. My old account on Instagram got fucking kaboomed. So, but I found you again and I messaged you. And I saw your message this morning, but I was already on the bus leaving the fucking internet. So I'll get a hold of you this evening. I still got the Yuri Modelo custom figure for you. Still a few boxes I've been meaning to send out. But I hope everybody's doing good. If you are not subscribed to Skybottom Station, go the fuck over there, man. Mr. B, I hope he does a lot of custom shit. Fucking awesome. Michael Chott. No, holy shit. Daniel Chott, the Michael Caine. I always call him Michael Caine, but Daniel Chott, the Michael Caine of Star Wars. I hope you're fucking watching Skybottom Station. And anybody who's into customs or world building, or I think Rolando's probably already subscribed, but 3.75 inch world building, Skybottom Station is the place to be. I need to send him a custom figure that I made specifically for him. I also need to send him a LAC, so there's a LAC over at Skybottom Station. But we're just holding. We're probably going to go back to building the road. We were fixing the road a lot yesterday because we knew these fucking motherfuckers were going to come use it, so we had to backtrack a little bit. But for the little bit of work we lost yesterday fixing the road, there's more road out here. We're probably going to bust out to a new lake. I think they call it 23. It's I helped build the road out to the lake. They call it Lake Access Road. I helped build that. I was one of the few trucks dumping on it. And my blade man, he just went by. He fixed a couple things down this way. He just went by to fix that access road, probably because we're running out of chips over here on 13 Lake. I was thinking about picking up some Swamp Thing figures, but I believe what I might pick up first is a couple Primal Rage figures. We'll talk about this a bit more this evening if I get a chance, but I want to show y'all something here. If I can. I'll turn the light on, so. But look, so I seen a couple fucking strange things. Shout out to Derek Dark Shadows. You see this Eskimo Man figure? So the other night, it's one of the first nights I was here, so it's been a couple weeks, but a cloud of snow whirled up and turned into this figure. And he was really big, about 14, I would say about 14 feet tall. And he wasn't very far away from me. I could see him plain as day, and he was looking down. And he looked up at me, and then he turned back into snow, and he went down to the ground. The snow hit the ground, and it became a fox. And the fox ran away, turned around and looked at me. But that guy right there is what I saw. And then about a week ago when we were building this road down here, the snow was blowing. I was coming up behind the blade. I was stopped. And in between me and the blade, 3 things run across the road. They were big. The biggest one was probably maybe 6 feet. And the next one a little smaller. And then the next one even smaller. I don't know. I guess it was a mama and a baby. And a mama and a daddy and a baby. But if you can see this creature, that's what I saw. I saw that. And they ran across the road, and then the one in the front that I figured was the daddy, he stopped and he looked right at me. And he looked at me like that. And he had red glowing eyes. And he had kind of white leathery skin. I've been drawing. I can't get the head profile just right. You can see I crossed some heads out. But when he looked at me, he was like that. But so he had kind of white leathery skin with lots of wrinkles in it, especially around the neck and under the thigh and on his elbow. He couldn't have been more than 40 yards in front of me. I got a fucking clean look. And I seen it, and I fucking rubbed my eyes and I looked again because I thought, what the fuck? And that's when that fucker turned and looked at me. So I've been drawing them over and over to try to get it just right. But he had kind of white leathery skin, or maybe gray. And he had those spikes on his back, and the spikes were very translucent, like they were made of ice or something. I don't know. And he had long clawed hands. And you see, he had like a dog leg, rear leg, you know. I guess we may not talk about this later because I'm giving you a pretty good idea of what I saw. But the biggest one was about 6 foot at the shoulder. He had a hump. They have a hump like that, and then a double row of spikes. And the first one was really long, but it was a double row. You could see it. And the more I look at it, you know, the more it's like it's definitely some sort of aquatic type creature. We were out in the flats where there's a lot of lakes and underground tunnels of water and shit. So it makes perfect sense that he would look like that. But it was some sort of amalgamation between like a dinosaur and a frog, and almost like a turtle, as he had a long neck. It was, and it walked, and it was built almost like a rancor, you know. It had this little bump of an ass. See right there, sticking out behind his leg. His legs were like that, and his arms were long and skinny. But it blew my fucking mind, man. But I seen it plain as fucking day, 3 of them. And the first one in the front, the biggest one, he turned and he looked at me. Like that. And, but being how the terrain is out here, and I mean, I've hunted animals my whole life, and, you know, I took a lot of animal biology and animal husbandry and shit like that in school. But he definitely, you know, seems like a burrowing animal, semi-aquatic, but he walked on 2 legs. If I was still staying at the hotel near the village where the locals hang out, I would find an old person and I would ask them about it. So if I get a chance to see an elder local, I'm gonna fucking show him that picture I drew and ask him what that is. Because I would bet 99% I seen it. And I know if I show that to an elder, they'll get a smile on their face and they'll fucking tell me all about it. Because I know I ain't the first one to see it. That figure that I saw, I have a friend out here. I just made friends with him. His name is Victor. I've talked about him before. He's in the Pony Keg, but I call him the Yupik Connection. And we talk. And he's a spiritual native like myself, you know. But I showed him that picture of that guy And he said, how tall was it? I said, oh, I don't know, 12 or 14 feet. And he told me, he said, man, the other night I seen a big shadow. Looked like a person. So he saw him too. And I showed him that picture. I said, it looked like this? And he said, yeah, looked like a real tall, big man in a parka. So we both fucking seen that guy. And we seen him in the same area. Wasn't on the same night, I don't think, but it was in the same area in a couple days, so. There's some spirits. Y'all tag Derek Dark Shadows for me. He's into cryptic creatures and ghosts and stuff, so y'all go check him out. He does all kinds of ghost type things. Very cool. Captain Spaulding, you might be into that kind of thing. But when I get some time off, we'll try to do some dowsing in a graveyard. I'll teach y'all how to do that. So, yesterday we all got off work. We got in the bus. We got about 3/4 of the way back to the camp, and we got cut off on the road. And I can't remember what they call it, the name of it. It has a name, but the biggest oil rig. I'll post the 2 pictures I got on Instagram later tonight, but they just moved in the biggest oil rig in the history of the world, man, and it drove right in front of us last night. Cut us off, made us about 45 minutes late getting back to the fucking camp. But fucking we witnessed history last night, baby. I mean, it's fucking North Slope oil history, so it's not like that big of a deal, but being a part of something like that's pretty fucking cool, man. Make a guy fucking feel like he's doing something good, you know. But yeah, historical fucking thing, man. We're on what they call there's a couple different operations. They got GMT2, Titan, and Willow. And I'm working on the Willow. And it is the biggest fucking oil operation to ever be on the North Slope in the history of it, man. So it's like fucking pioneer shit. Pretty cool. It choked me up for some reason. I don't know, just being a part of something that's... I was there, you know. I don't know why it fucking chokes me up, but it makes me fucking proud. And we're building this road for the biggest fucking oil rig in the history of the world to drive down it. Being pulled by the biggest fucking truck ever built in the fucking world. And I think, you know, it's like 200.6 tons or some shit, man. It's the biggest fucking thing any man's ever fucking built or made in modern history. You know, I mean, but I tell you what, that motherfucker is like watching, it's like a fucking the Pyramid of Giza, man. They fucking put that motherfucker on a truck and drive it down the road at 1 mile an hour. It's fucking crazy. So I'll look for those photographs. A lot of people were taking pictures, but the security guards came up and fucking stopped them, you know, because they're all worried about terrorists or whatever the fuck, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, pretty fucking cool, man. We're out here doing... There ain't very many of us out here. And a lot of these motherfuckers don't last but a week or two. Now, they're short-handed. And there's some real fucking dumb motherfuckers and they just keep moving them around, you know. They got to keep the truck running. So they try them over here and they fucking... You know, but I'm holding strong at the fucking high mark, man. I made a good friend, Tracy. He's been up here for fucking, 20 years, man. And he gave me some pointers and different things. He drives a Chip Maxi. That's a big semi-truck with a dump. But they call it chip truck. But yeah, man, historical shit we're doing out here, man. Oh, that's my blade guy.
Some point tonight, there's a water truck in here to water down the cat track to the pit, please, on the ice. Yeah, we're already coordinated with Josh. We're on it. Thank you.
That's my blade guy. He's out there doing the road that we built the other day. So it'll be pretty cool. Anyway, I burned the fuck out of my ear yesterday. I got to talking to fucking Tracy, and I didn't realize my ear flap was down. Look how swollen that motherfucker is. But it still hurts, and it's not black. I was worried about it last night because that motherfucker turned white, and I couldn't feel it. And I thought, man, I might wake up in the morning and that motherfucker be black, and we'll have to fucking cut it off. But I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. But if anything freezes on me and I gotta cut it off, I'm gonna get one made out of silver. I said that, and a lot of guys here don't get it, but if y'all ever saw, did you ever see Cat Ballou with Lee Marvin and Jane Fonda? And Lee Marvin, he played a good guy and a bad guy. And the bad guy that he played, the bad guy had a silver nose tied on with a string. And anyway, in the old days, when you would lose your fucking nose and shit, mostly your nose, due to syphilis, that's what people would get. They'd get a nose made out of silver. And so I just always thought that was, you know, I mean, if you're gonna get syphilis and get your fucking nose cut off, you might as well have. But they had them made out of silver because silver's antibacterial, which is why silver and gold is fucking why our ancestors thought it was valuable. You know, they weren't making electronics, and you know, nobody really gave a shit about having rings and necklaces made out of gold. But it's antibacterial, you know. So is copper and brass. That's why all the doorknobs used to be made out of brass and copper, because you didn't have to fucking rub Lysol on them, get the germs off. No. That's also where the term "fed from a silver spoon." Nowadays, it means it's your hoity-toity. But everybody, if they could, they would have a silver spoon to feed their baby, because silver is antibacterial. And so that's what you want to put in your baby's mouth to feed them, because you know there's no germs on it. So, but yeah, if my fucking ear ends up getting fucking black, and you can see, look, see how white it stays right there? You can kind of see it. It's not good. It's burnt. It's real. See how swole it is? But I think it'll be all right. It hurts like a motherfucker now, which is good. If it hurts, then that means it's not dead. But yeah, I got out of my truck and everything was fine. But then I went around to the other side where the wind was and started talking to Tracy on the side of his truck. And all of a sudden, it didn't take long, because it wasn't cold, but the wind was blowing. I just wasn't paying attention. Fucking stupid move, Black, but it'll be all right. I'm gonna buy me a beaver hat on my R&R. That way I won't have no problems like that anymore. But anyway, hey, I love everybody, all right? Fucking everything's going good. It's hot as a motherfucker in this goddamn truck, though, you guys. Motherfucker. My RPM's only like 1400. That's not even really the high idle, and I got all the vents closed. Fuck, it is warm in this bitch. But yeah, man, it's fucking rock, truck, and roll. 6:31, I get it done. Anyway, I hope we'll be moving here soon. I know a lot of these other guys, they're already taking a nap, but fuck, I'm ready to fucking go, you know. And even when I get tired, I think, no, I don't fucking take a nap, motherfucker, because as soon as I take a nap, they're gonna be calling us, you know what I mean? So I'm just poised, ready for action, fucking. So it wears me the fuck out, though. Hey, Brett, y'all make sure to tag Collecting with Cool in these videos, because when I load shit up, man, I'm just fucking putting it on there and loading it. I'm not even making descriptions or shit. So y'all make sure to share them to the people that I got to hop on. I wasn't on, but I got to hop in the chat of Salacious's model building stream early this morning. He said some beautiful things about me. I appreciate everybody. Jumpy McClunky's probably one of my biggest fucking fans out there. Love you, brother. And it was good to see everybody. Ed and G-Force and holy fuck. See, I shouldn't name names because I forget somebody. That's down at the pit. That's Josh. Josh used to be the Blade Man, and they just bumped him up to pit boss foreman. So he's moving up in the world. That's cool. I'm happy in my rock truck, though. You know, I don't know how to run a grader. Natives call it a grader, but out here, all these guys, they call it a blade. But I mean, even in Nenana, when I was a kid, you know, like a lot of people drive rock. There's a quarry there, so a lot of guys make roads and fucking shit like that. But we always grew up calling it a grader. But only the natives out here call it a grader. You can tell who was raised native or whatever. They say, take it to the grader. And then fucking you can hear like some of these fucking like sled neck kind of guys, you know, they're like, you know, X Games motherfuckers. They're like, it's a blade. They don't. I think he said Dalton. That's the water truck guy. He's learning. He wasn't doing too hot the first couple days, but he picked it up pretty easy. He learned the fucking, he must be pretty smart. There ain't much to this job. You just gotta.
Victor, you on?
Oh, Victor. You just gotta be smart and pay attention. You know, which is a fucking challenge for some of these cocksuckers. I'll tell you that right now. It is a fucking challenge for some of these guys. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. They're starting to move the water up this way, so I think we're gonna get to it here pretty quick. My fucking old leg's already shaking. I've taken 5 fucking pisses. I could piss in a cup and give it to somebody as coffee. They'd be like, oh, this coffee's pretty strong. I said, yeah, you goddamn right. And filtered. Anyway, I love everybody, all right? I appreciate you guys. And I'm thinking about y'all. Ed and Gary and Geek Strong, Ed, Gilly, Blue Harvest Mark, fucking Salacious, Cat, meow, fuck, Cat, you're such a tease, babe, and, son of a bitch. Anyway, if there's any strapping, good-looking, strong young ladies out there that want to make a baby, let me know, because I'm trying to build an army, all right? Anyway, I love you cats, all right? Remember, this is Lax Sivrak saying, who loves you, baby? Hey.
Take a left out of the pit, go past the ramp, take another left down that side road, and take that organic.
That motherfucker, the fucking pit is a big giant dirt pile. There's no, I don't know how those motherfuckers get lost out in them. I don't know.
You'll see that fly rock on this road. We need to get the service truck back here.
Anyway, remember, if it wasn't easy, everybody'd be doing it, and if it wasn't scary, it wouldn't be fun. Love you guys, all right? I'm gonna sit here and listen to this static till they fucking call up the rock trucks. All right, Lax Sivrak, out.